in with the Gators head coach before the game. He has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Pryor. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. Running through contact. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back. He came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
And the Gators are rolling down the field. Jones wants to throw it. On target. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's a give the ball. Could be an alley. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Push forward on the sneak. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they will score! Touchdown, Florida! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming, and it's a sack.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
That's reeled in. It's Humphries. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Under fire. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldog!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Finds his man. It's Mays. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running right, it's ball. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Jones to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that.
Looking for a big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior. They decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Handoff for Ball. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down convert.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people will say go for it more often. I don't see the point of going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got his man. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll give to Frazier. There's a crease. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Bulldog! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with Baylor taking on the number 23 team, the UCF Knights. And it's the Bears with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened, what did I do wrong. You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To grab, it's Humphries. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. To the air, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
On third down, here's Frazier. Finding some room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs! His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten hit hurt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get out.
Might have a chance. Smashes through the tackle. To the house. Touchdown, Florida. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Frazier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Can't get him to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
To the air on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 20.
they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Jones to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Ball. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting in the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Steps out at the striking distance.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Stockton. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Frazier again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Picks up the first down. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He'll take a shot. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass. It's Stockton. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He's loose. Smashes through the tackle and runs through another guy at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Pryor. Makes one-man miss.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the hill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
On first down, Nate Frazier. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.